Welcome to the channel, guys, where we keep the wheels rolling and the cash flowing. Today, guys, we're going to talk about the best way to go from being a driver to owning your own truck and being an owner-operator. This video was inspired by Alan from Boston. Alan, I got your message here on the Instagram. So this video is for you and for all of those that want to know what's the best way to go from being a driver, meaning you're currently driving a dump truck from somebody else, and making that transition into owning your own dump truck. All right, so Alan, number one, in your situation, and yours may be the same situation that a lot of other guys are in or a lot of other gals, I've actually had this question asked several other times. So with that being said, going straight to it. Number one, ask your boss for work. So simple as it sounds. So Alan, I would just tell your boss, hey, look, Mr. Smith, I've been working for you. I've been driving for you for the last 6 months or for the last year, however long it's been. And just be very upfront with him. You know, be genuine with him. Tell him you would like 5 minutes of his time and tell him, look, I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate you letting me drive one of your trucks. I've been saving money and I like the dump truck business. I like driving a dump truck. I do want to stay in the dump truck business and I will eventually like to start a business of my own. I have a family and I want to progress. So I'm sure when you talk to him this way, he's gonna understand and should be open, right, to at least listening to what you gotta say. So I would start off like that, and then I would just simply tell him, you know, very genuinely, look, hey, I wanna do bigger and better things. So, you know, now that I've saved up some money here in the near future, I'm looking at buying my own dump truck, and just ask him straightforward, hey, Mr. Smith, would you be willing to give me an opportunity if I buy a dump truck to come and work for you or under you within your business? So I tell you this because I've had that happen to me several times, okay? But on the other side of the coin, meaning I've had guys that have driven for us for the last 2-3 years, and a lot of our drivers actually drive for us for at least a year or two, right? And then when they usually come to me, it's one of two things. One, they'll come to me and say, hey, Jay, I'm going to leave because I found a job with a big corporation and they may just simply offer a whole bunch of benefits that I might not be able to offer them as a smaller business. Hey, listen, I totally understand that. That's great for them. More power to them, right? Because at the end of the day, we want to make the world a better place and we want to see people progress and succeed and be able to provide for their families. Now, the other thing I get is, hey, Jay, I've been saving up some money. I like the dump truck business. But I want to know, would you give me a chance if I buy a dump truck to come and work for you as an owner-operator? So it's as simple as that, right? Being genuine, being straightforward with them, that's the best way to go. Now, if for whatever reason you don't get a good energy or good vibe, then you know what, Alan, this might have been a good thing for you because this just means that, you know what, you need to go to plan B or to number 2, which is quarry, pits, or material suppliers. Now, from the message I got that you definitely like the dump truck business, you want to buy your own. So now you go to your next plan, number 2, right? And I've said this in other videos. So we're going to drop a link here below on some of the videos where I talk about how to find work because that's going to help you as well. But go to the quarries, go to the pits, go to the material suppliers in your area. I know you said you're in Boston. I'm sure there's several of them out there. Boston's a big city. So start looking for work. Just start finding people out there. Start making those connections. Start doing some research on, hey, are the quarries the best option? Are pits the best option? Or material suppliers like gravel suppliers, asphalt suppliers? So I don't know your area very well, but these are things that you want to do your own homework and find out. Where do dump trucks stay busy? Are they in the quarries, the pits, the material suppliers, right? Whatever the case may be, this is some homework that you may want to do on your own if you have to move to number 2. Number 3 is brokers. Now, I've talked about this as well. Some people say, well, I don't know how to find brokers, Jay. Well, it's real simple. Any job site that you go to, 90% of the time, the contractor is dealing with a broker, okay? Why do they deal with brokers, guys? Because brokers typically will be able to provide that contractor with a lot of trucks. And usually when a contractor hires a broker, it's for one of the following reasons. They want somebody that's going to be able to supply them with trucks on majority of their jobs. They don't want to have to be dealing with 20 or 30 different guys and calling all these individual owner operators, right? So with that being said, the broker basically makes their life a lot easier. They just say, hey, how many trucks do you need? I need 15 trucks at AYZ Street and I need another 5 trucks at, May Street and I need another 3 trucks on, Hughes Road. So that's what a broker does in a nutshell, right? He's able to provide a lot of different trucks on multiple different jobs for that one contractor, right? Or for different contractors. So that's another way that you can also find work by going to a broker. And the one thing about a broker is that he may be able to keep you busy. Why? Because they're probably dealing with different contractors, meaning they have a lot of different jobs going on, which just in return means that you can go from one job to another. And the good thing about that is that you're also able to get a feel for what you like to do, right? Because different jobs are going to call for different things and different necessities. Some may be moving gravel, some may be moving, asphalt or dirt or sand. You may end up finding, what your specialty is, what you like to do. Some guys like to, only move a certain material. Some guys like to work by the load or by the hour. So these are all things that you kind of start to find out and figure out as you go and work on different job sites. And that's one advantage by going and working for a broker, right? So with that being said, Alan, again, I hope you found this valuable, but remember, go straight to the boss and just ask him, hey, are you going to give me an opportunity? If not, here you go. You got your other 2 options right here. But before I leave you guys, I want you to know to keep one thing in mind. Make sure you remember this. And I've said this in other videos. Savings. Guys, make sure you have 3 to 6 months in savings. You already know why you have to have money saved up. The dump truck business is like any other business. It has ups, it has downs, especially if you're in Boston. I'm pretty sure it gets cold up there, and I don't know what the dump truck business is like when it gets cold up there. You may not have a lot of work, or maybe you do, I'm not sure. But it's it's real important, and it's key to have money saved, right? When you have your down times, when your truck breaks down, or just for any rainy day, any emergency. So with that being said, guys, I hope you found this video valuable. Alan, I hope I answered your questions. You already know what we do. We keep the wheels rolling and the cash flowing, and we'll see you on the next one.